A sun-splashed September afternoon here in Las Vegas, Nevada, as we are happy to bring you coverage of the inaugural Las Vegas Pickleball Open here at the Plaza Hotel and Casino at 1 Main Street, Las Vegas. Hey everybody, welcome to Las Vegas. Dave Benz hanging out with Melissa McCurley and Mark Renison. And guys, we're excited to be here and be a part of this tournament as pickleball continues to grow and yet another major tournament added to the schedule.
Oh, absolutely. It's been a great week. We started with an amateur event the first part of the week and then are going on with the pros today.
Mark, you've seen this sport really grow, and to see a tournament like this with a large purse for the pros, it really is impressive.
What a thrill. This is one of the richest pickleball tournaments in the sport right now. And so to come to such a beautiful place in Las Vegas here at the Plaza Hotel is a real treat for spectators and players.
Yeah, the purse of $25,000 vaults it right to the top of pickleball tournaments that are being played around the country right now. Over 300 players, not just from the United States, but 4 countries represented in this tournament here. We are excited to get the coverage underway. Let's play some pickleball here in Sin City. Don't go anywhere. Live action coming your way next. So here we go. Game 1 underway, and we will begin with Simone and Kyle with the serve. So 0-0-2 as we get underway.
Prepare to be entertained for sure. In the city of entertainment, amongst
other
things.
The city is not lacking for entertainment, that is for certain.
Yates, 1-0, 1-0-2. 1-0-2.
Yates going at Ansberry, and it pays to his advantage in a 2-0 early lead.
That just barely stayed in. Yates thought that ball might go long. It stayed in, dipped in. That's that little bit of topspin. A lot of topspin, really, that Tyson McGuffin can put on the ball. That's where that comes into play.
So, Mark, we talked about the possible advantage that Ansberry may have with being fresh. Is there any advantage for Jardim and Yates in the fact that they literally just played and they're feeling like they've got some momentum from that last match?
Yeah, I don't know how much momentum they feel like they have from the last match. I mean, these players really, they're very good at sort of finishing one match, moving on, getting ready for the next one. But I do think that they're probably feeling like they're pretty in sync, that they've got a good game plan. They just stepped off this exact same court, so they're familiar with what it feels like out here, these conditions given this time of night. They've been playing out here with the lights that are now on, so so I expect that they're going to be comfortable out here, and they look that way so far.
And they break serves, so a chance to build on their lead.
So that's an example of poaching. Poaching is when you cross the courts to hit a ball that would otherwise be going to your partner. McGuffin was looking to poach and intercept that, didn't take it, and then Ansberry had that ball go right past her.
4-0-1 after McGuffin hits it into the net.
Yeah, so Yates and Jardim off to a quick start here.
I'm expecting a timeout coming up soon. Maybe if they don't break serve here.
Yeah, and this could just be you know, trying to get your rhythm here, right? Simone and Kyle just came off of playing a match. Sarah and Tyson have been waiting.
5-0-2 now as Yates will take over the serve. Double hit by Ansberry, so make it 6-0-2. Yates and Jardim did win those last 2 games in the bronze medal match, 11-2, 11-2.
There's the around the post.
Oh.
Well done by Simone.
And off to a 7-zip start here in game 1.
Here comes the timeout.
Another look at the around the post. McGuffin couldn't handle it, and timeout on the court. 7-0 in favor of Jardim and Yates, trying to get the early advantage. here in Game 1 of the gold medal match. The Las Vegas Pickleball Open is brought to you by the Plaza Hotel and Casino, the place to be downtown, and by Miller Lite and Franklin, the X40, the official ball of the Las Vegas Pickleball Open. Back here in Las Vegas, 7-0 in favor of Yates and Jardim after the timeout taken by McGuffin and Ansbury. 7-0-2 to be exact.
What's the latest on the stats, Mark?
And that's out by McGuffin, so make it 8-0-2.
Well, so right now we've seen 0 third shot drops from Ansbury and McGuffin. They've been using their drive. Now, to be fair, they haven't served very often because Jardim and Yates have been going on a run. So we'll see what they do here, whether they look to slow things down with that third shot or look to speed things up.
Jardim got to that net ball, but it threw her off just enough. She wasn't able to get it over the net on her own side. I love the banter going back and forth here on the Facebook live stream. Matt Wright saying it's always tough to come back and play after getting through the winner's bracket. He feels the other team coming through the loser's bracket generally has the advantage. And then Raphael Siebenschein saying Matt Wright should know he's usually waiting on that side.
Yeah, that he definitely is. Matt is an outstanding pickleball player and always a joy to watch. Yeah, and that fired Kyle up there.
Wow, what a shot.
It was excellent shot. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's another poach there. It was not an ideal place. The ball was down low, but he was able to get enough speed on it and keep it low enough that it stayed in the court.
So 9-0, and Yates hits it out. So 9-0-2 as the serve will stay with Jardim and Yates. And
9-0-2.
see if Kyle can add to the lead. And indeed he does. So now a point away from taking game 1. Now bear in mind, as you mentioned, Melissa, in essence, Yates and Jardim would have to win 3 games to win gold because they are coming through on the opportunity bracket.
Yeah, absolutely. So that, just knowing that, at least for Tyson and Sarah, there's, an opportunity, even though they've been sitting to get warmed up, kind of get in their groove, get their chemistry back that we saw earlier in their match when they did play and beat Kyle and Simone earlier.
Yates into the net, and finally
on the board.
Yep. It is interesting, though, in essence, Ansbury and McGuffin could lose 2 games and then win 1 and still win the gold.
Yeah.
Yeah, they've definitely given themselves a bit of an opportunity here by not having lost so far, right? And so I hear what Matt's saying about, there's tougher matches early on or throughout the thing throughout the bracket if you're in the winner's side. But they're playing knowing that they've got a little bit of wiggle room here.
Although not necessarily in this game, as they now are facing a 10-1 deficit. 10-1-1 with Jardim serving for the game. And that lob shot is long.
So tough to lob, especially if it's a little bit gusty. I think as soon as Kyle hit that, he knew that was poor shot selection. But when you're up 10-1, you can afford it.
He goes to the well again, and same result.
Well, when you're up 10-1, you can you can afford it.
Well, you don't want to give somebody an opportunity to get off the mat, though.
No, I mean, even though it is 2-10, we've seen it happen. People be up 10-2 and still lose the game. I think the biggest deficit I ever saw was a 14-2 deficit, and the team at 2 came back and won 16-14.
Wow. And out of bounds, so the serve now will go back over to Yates and Jardim. And again, Matt, the game point here.
And that's a good deep serve from Jardine.
Nice scoop there by Kyle.
Wow.
So there's a good
there it
example of
is.
what we talked about earlier. Being more aggressive on those 50-50 balls, and she paid off. You could see this ball was not quite below net level, but she's able to generate some speed. She can keep it low, and that's what initiates winning the point.
How about this? 11-2, 11-2 in games 2 and 3 of the bronze medal game. 11-2 in game 1 of the gold medal match for Yates and Jardine. Suffice it to say, they are feeling some momentum. Up 1-0 here in the gold medal match. Back to Vegas with game number 2 in a moment. The Las Vegas Pickleball Open is brought to you by the Plaza Hotel and Casino, the place to be downtown. And by Miller Lite and Head, power, precision, touch. A look at the sights and sounds from the Independence Day pool party here at the Plaza Hotel and Casino a couple months ago. They know how to put on a party here in Vegas, and especially at the Plaza Hotel and Casino. And it is right across from fabulous Fremont Street here at 1 Main Street in Las Vegas. And guys, I've become a fan of Fremont Street. The Strip is great, but the Fremont Street area has so much to offer, and the prices are a little bit more friendly as well.
Oh, yeah, it's just a great environment. A lot of people just having a lot of fun. And you name it, entertainment-wise, you're going to find it down there.
And especially here at the Plaza Hotel and Casino, they've got a great show going on with the Mob Story. Great restaurant. We've been running the ads for Oscars. A big contingent of our crew had a dinner there last night. It was fabulous. So much to be able to do here. Make a plan to come out here and visit the Plaza Hotel and Casino, and make it next September when the Las Vegas Pickleball Open is going on.
Yeah, beautiful hotel. We mentioned earlier that it was renovated in 2011. Hotel's been here since 1971.
1971 was when it opened.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll come next year for this tournament in September and the Independence Day pool party.
Hey, look, those
That
hot dogs
looked
look pretty good,
good.
didn't they?
How many hot dogs can you eat, Melissa?
Well, I can probably.
Not as many as Joey Chestnut.
Depends. Is it a contest? You know, it's all about the competition,
Oh, yeah.
right?
Oh, yeah. I know you're a gamer, Melissa.
That was an impressive shot by Yates there to put it away and make it a 3-0 start to game 2.
So, what did we end up having in the unforced errors there for Tyson and Sarah in game 1?
And Ty McGuffin hits it long.
Ansbury and McGuffin had 5 unforced errors in game number 1. And that was matched with a 5 by Jardine and Yates.
And McGuffin with some power, able to force the error by Jardine.
Yeah, it just seems to me like McGuffin and Ansbury seem a little flat. When I was watching them play earlier in the day, they seemed up, they seemed bouncy. You could see them encouraging each other, you know, putting their hand on the other one's shoulder when they did something well or they did something badly. They just feel a little bit flat to me. And so maybe hitting a few of these balls hard right now. Let's see what Tyson does. The serve we know is going to come hard. There's a free point because of it. Let's see if maybe they can get a little bit of that energy they need to challenge Yates and Jardine.
1-4-2 is McGuffin and Ansbury finally on the board. They don't retain the serve for long, however.
Yeah, those drops are tough to play when it's a bit gusty. Tyson's missed a few of them.
Players are playing in the U.S. Open. The official ball is the Franklin X40 ball, that neon green color.
So 5-1-1 as the lead continues to grow here. Jardine and Yates trying to make short work of this match and get it to the tiebreaker. If Jardine and Yates do win this best of 3, it will go to a 1-game to 15-point tiebreaker to decide gold.
6-1-2.
7-1-2.
So there's another example. We talked at the start of this match about how Simone was planning to go for a bit more to speed things up, and she's been rewarded quite a lot so far.
And Ansberry and McGuffin want a timeout to talk things over as they are in a major hole here in Game 2 in the gold medal match. The Las Vegas Pickleball Open is brought to you by the Plaza Hotel and Casino, the place to be downtown, and by Miller Lite and Franklin, the X40, the official ball of the Las Vegas Pickleball Open. Back here in Las Vegas, we continue on with the gold medal match. Here on championship court, Jardim and Yates with the 7-1 advantage. Ansberry and McGuffin with the timeout to try and stop the bleeding. And instead, the onslaught continues.
Yeah, Simone did say she was going to come out here and with a lot more aggression, and I think we're certainly seeing that here. We've also seen her exploit the middle a lot more, and when Sarah is where she is now on that side of the court, we've watched Simone on the side of the court take it through the middle there and take advantage. Oh, went for a little too much there.
So the serve will change sides, 1-8-1.
Oh, goodness.
Wow. It's so tough when you play against a team like this, against Yates and Jardim, where they just don't miss. And every time you think you've hit a winner, you've put it away, the ball comes back. One more.
Yeah, you had a couple of exchanges there where both McGuffin and Ansberry thought they had a kill shot. Ansberry hits it wide, so now she will take over service.
There we go. And, the way they hit paddles together, often you see players just tap them together, and Sarah took a full swipe at Tyson that time. So she is not happy with this performance so far. Neither is Tyson, I'm sure. I'm expecting to see them start to play with a little bit of passion here. Here comes the fast one.
And he hits it a little bit too long. So side out, serve changes hands. And Jardim and Yates just 3 points away from forcing a tiebreaker game to decide gold.
Yeah. So Simone went to that well one more time, and Sarah was ready that time. That had been very successful. Simone, when I say that, driving down through the middle on Sarah's backhand.
Man, Kyle just not looking like somebody who's been out here all day. He's found the reserves.
Right, yeah, I agree. And you say all day. I mean, this Mixed Doubles Pro Open started at 9 o'clock this morning, and it is now, 20 minutes till 7 here in Las Vegas.
And we're talking temperatures that were knocking on the door of 100 degrees at the Pinnacle today.
Yeah, fortunately, this particular facility, the hotel starts to put shade on the courts very early, so a lot of the players were able to get stay in the cooler, 10, 15 degrees at times cooler than in the sun.
Kyle may be a little too aggressive there, so the gap closes a little bit. 4-9-1.
Yeah, the wind is picking up a little bit here. It's going to make those soft touch shots a little harder to execute.
Wow.
So far, it's making the soft touch shots non-existent until right there. And finally, Jardim hits it out of bounds, so 5-9.
And you talk about in the zone. You could see both Tyson and Sarah were in the zone in that particular point.
Yeah, I was thinking about what you were saying earlier, Melissa, about those balls going through the middle onto Sarah's backhand. It looks like she's now really sitting on that backhand. She's starting to see it a bit better. She's starting to expect more balls coming not so much at her body, but on her backhand side. She's a little better prepared for them, and then she can defend better and sometimes even counterattack. There's a good example.
Yeah, and
Got her.
yeah, I agree with you, Mark. That's exactly right.
Melissa, Mark Dodd wanting to know on Facebook how many teams were in the mixed pro event here in Las Vegas.
Yes, and I'm going to answer him in just one moment.
If I knew that's what specifically you were looking up, I would have held out asking the question.
Well, I'm trying. I know there
951.
were 16 in the senior mixed pro. It's just the number is eluding my memory. I've been going since about 6 o'clock this morning myself.
Oh, great job by McGuffin to go back and get that and put it away. And Ansberry and McGuffin, for the first time in this match, are showing some serious signs of life.
Good court coverage and good power. This is game point here, match point. And it looks like it's going to be a timeout from Ansberry and McGuffin.
So match point upcoming after this timeout. Will we be looking at a tiebreaker game to hand out gold? It's sure pointing in that direction right now. The Las Vegas Pickleball Open is brought to you by the Plaza Hotel and Casino, the place to be downtown, and by Miller Lite and Highlands Leg Cramps. Back here in Las Vegas, game and match point right here for Jardim and Yates, trying to get it to a tiebreaker to decide gold here in Las Vegas. And there it is. So they win it 11-2, 11-5, and they will reset, and we will have one game up to 15, decide by 2 to decide gold here in Las Vegas, Nevada.
And before we go, 22 teams, Dave. 22 teams competed in mixed doubles pro today.
And only one will get to say that they are gold medalists. Who will it be? The answer on the other side of this timeout. Amongst the highlights of the calendar year here at the Plaza Hotel and Casino, St. Patrick's Day. Nobody knows Aaron Gobra like the Plaza Hotel and Casino. Fireworks and little Irish music, they've got it all. And we are on to the championship game in this mixed doubles pro division. Well, we've gotten as far as we can get. The comeback by Yates and Jardim to force this tie-breaking game up to 15.
Yeah, this is as far as we can go. First team to get to 15, win by 2, is going to be the champion, Mixed Doubles Pro, here at the inaugural Las Vegas Open at the Plaza Hotel. Winners going home with $4,000 today, Dave, split between the two.
This is the 6th game that these tandems have played against each other today. It's 5-2 in terms of games won in favor of Jardim and Yates, but yet Ansberry and McGuffin, just by winning this one, would be the gold medalists.
Yes, they would. And they stayed on the winner's side of the bracket all day long, so that's the opportunity that they get. They did lose the 2 out of 3, so let's see if they can take advantage of the opportunity in the 1 to 15.
And an early hole, and they get back to within 1. Bill Harris on the Facebook stream saying he wishes we could stream a tournament each weekend. We'd love to do that as well, but it is not inexpensive to do this. It requires a lot of manpower, and we want to really thank Grant Garcia, Jonathan Jossel, both with the Hilton or with the Plaza Hotel and Casino, have really stepped up to make the contribution and the support to make this weekend happen and make the telecast happen.
Yeah, they certainly have. Pickleball Channel also doing a great job. And I know at last report that I had 18 people. People don't understand what happens on behind the scenes that allow this thing to happen. 18 people involved in the production of this particular broadcast. Irina Terashenko went and visited the production truck today.
Yeah, there's another example of the importance of using your serve effectively. You just got a free point off of it. It's windy, it's fast. I think the players, even rec players, can take note and can start to do a little bit more with their serve like we're seeing here.
So now after 3 consecutive points by Ansberry and McGuffin, Yates and Jardim on the short end of the scoreboard. And it will go to 2-3-2.
Wow, what a dodge there by Tyson. And this is now, yeah, I just saw them high-five each other. Tyson, McGuffin, and Sarah Ansbury seem to have a little bit more of that chemistry that we talked about earlier. Although that's a bad unforced error on the serve. You can see the net is blowing. The wind is picking up.
You can hear the gusts coming through the microphones.
That's already 5 unforced errors from Jardim and Yates here in this first game.
That's as many as they had in the whole last game, wasn't it?
That's right. In game 1 and game 2, they had only 5. They just now have 6.
And that's shot out, so 4-2-2.
Thank you to Chad Edwards for being our statistician all day today and all day yesterday, helping us keep up to date with what's going on numbers-wise.
Yeah, I appreciate you, Chad, that's for sure. And it's also worth a mention that in the game of 1-15, win by 2, they do change sides at 8.
2-4-1.
There's that lob again.
Oh, that was impressive by McGuffin. Went up and got it, and Simone Jardim couldn't handle it.
Yeah, it was great court coverage by Tyson. Great communication that he had with his partners as well, letting her know that he was going to go back and grab that.
McGuffin out of Yakima, Washington, has been a very accomplished singles player, now starting to make a mark as a doubles player on the pickleball circuit.
Yeah, we talked about earlier, he was the first player to have a professional pickleball coach in Morgan Evans, and Morgan and Tyson have worked very hard and over the last 18 months or so, and Tyson has now proven his doubles game is just as good as any other man in the field.
He won gold in doubles at the Tournament of Champions earlier this year. It was the first doubles gold that he'd ever won. He's looking to get another one here in Vegas.
Well, we just saw there by Sarah Ansbury receiving that backhand well. We talked about it earlier, game 2. Earlier in the match, her backhand volley was a real liability, and starting to see in that third game, she really started to sit on that backhand a bit more, to see it, to expect it. Yeah, right here, what we see right here, that's called a misdirect. You could see that Simone was looking left, her body was moving left. She hit the ball right, totally fooled Tyson McGuffin there. Really nice misdirect.
Kind of like looking off the defensive back and then throwing it down their throat.
Yeah, Simone's got great vision for the court.
That's a good eye from Sarah.
So 2-5-2. Again, this game will be to 15 to decide gold. As Ansbury and McGuffin came through the winner's bracket, and you can hear some cheers for McGuffin and Ansbury.
And just look at Kyle's face here, right? He looks a little bit down. He looks a little dejected. He didn't come back and chat with Simone, which they usually do between points. So to me, this says that McGuffin and Ansbury believe that they can win.
Yeah,
whereas
and you're
Yates
seeing it, right?
Yeah, whereas Yates and Jardim now look a little more worried, a little more distracted by other things going on, but don't count them out yet.
Yeah, and if you look in the stands behind Tyson and Sarah, it's kind of the Tyson entourage has gotten together back there, so maybe they're feeling a little bit of that energy.
Team McGansbury?
Hey, there you go.
McGansbury, love it. 6-2-2. Ansbury takes over the service duties.
Of course, these 4 players also spend a considerable amount of their time when they're not out competing at pickleball, coaching pickleball. So all of them in different places. Sarah in South Carolina now is heading up the PPR, the Professional Pickleball Registry. Kyle Yates coaches in different places around the country that he combines with his playing schedule. Tyson McGuffin, based in Yakima, Washington, but he's all over. And of course, Simone Jardim in Bonita Springs, Florida.
And Simone too, traveling and to do coaching as well.
So the serve will change sides. Simone, a former tennis coach, before getting into pickleball.
I mean,
Going around the post, can't get it.
That's actually the situation. So Sarah Ansbury tennis coach, who's now left it to do pickleball full-time. Tyson McGuffin, tennis coach, pickleball. Simone. I'm in the same boat as all of them. There's a lot of us. A lot of the top players aren't just great, don't just come from strong tennis backgrounds. They also come from coaching backgrounds, which helps them to be more effective players on the court. Lucy Kovalova, who we mentioned earlier, still works as a tennis coach as well as pickleball. There's many of them out there.
3-7-2 is Yates and Jardim trying to close the gap here.
She got away with a backhand there. She got, I think, a little help with the wind, actually, because she didn't handle that ball that well, but she was able to get it back over the net, keep it low, and not get into too much trouble.
That was a great job by Sarah to keep them into that point with that block that she had that came from Kyle. It wasn't easy. Oh.
Credit Simone, too. She dug one out a few shots back to keep the point alive.
Yeah, Simone's got tremendous defense. I mean, and it doesn't matter where on the court she is. She can be sitting down and still get winners.
Oh, Kyle goes in front of Simone.
She almost was sitting down there.
Yeah, but he's able to come up with it.
And look at it here again. Oh, what a get. Oh,
Wow.
yeah.
Wow.
Great recognition there by Kyle. You know, that was taking Simone out of a place to be able to continue to make a play. He was able to step in, put it into the body of Tyson.
Right. Yeah, great execution as well.
Sort of feels like there's a momentum shift here. Yates and, even though they lost that point, Yates and Jardim, they're smiling, they look positive, they feel good. If they get another point here, I expect McGuffin and Ansbury to call a timeout, even though they've got a lead.
Into the net, so the momentum continues to be with Yates and Jardim right now. And that margin on the scoreboard starting to reflect that.
One of the things that sometimes happens when you stack, when you put both players on the same side of the court, when you're serving or returning, is it can be easy to forget. There's the timeout.
So 6-7-2 the score here in this game to 15 to decide gold. We're going to step away for a short break. Back with the conclusion after this. Little Hawaiian luau action here at the Plaza Hotel and Casino. That looks fun. Wish we were having a post-game luau tonight.
That's what I'm saying, but that looks really fun. It makes me want to be here at the Plaza all year round.
I don't know that there would be a bad time to be here at the Plaza Hotel and Casino. We got a tight game here in this decisive tiebreaker game to 15 to decide gold. Dave Benz, Melissa McCurley, and Mark Renison with you. We've been thrilled to be able to be courtside here at Championship Court all weekend long, and we've seen some terrific pickleball.
Yeah, we really have. We've had some of the top players in the country competing right here on this beautiful championship court that the Plaza Hotel has put together for the players and viewers and spectators all to enjoy on the rooftop.
Ansbury leaves it short.
That's trouble.
Yeah.
Wow, what a good read by Kyle Yates.
It really was.
So that is what's known as an Ernie. When you step outside the court, you're right up near the net. And you could see when he went for this, he realized that Ansbury was in a position where she could only hit down the line. So it's a great time to attempt your Ernie, and it's an easy winner.
McGuffin thought about trying to smash that one down.
You know what? He's so good at disguising. The way he sets up his paddle every time when he hits, you can't tell whether it's going to be a dink or it's going to be a flick, a faster shot. And having that consistency of setup really allows him to keep his opponents guessing.
Oh, and that's really a rare dink miss by Sarah in this particular match.
Yeah, she had one forehand dink a couple points ago. Her backhand volley has become much more solid, but she's got to make sure that she maintains the rest of the game.
Yates goes to the lob.
Really nice lob there by Yates as well.
There's another misdirect. Wow, so it's great. You get your body going left, and it's just that little switch of the angle of the paddle that allows them to hit down the line, even though they're looking cross-court, even though their body's cross-court.
So advantage Jardim and Yates as they will switch sides. Let's take a look at that last point. Simone pretty fired up when it was all said and done.
That's right. You'll see here she looks to her left. She's looking at Ansbury. She misdirects it down the line for a winner. And that's a nice way to win your 8th point.
Hey, ready to play, not in break.
Players understand what it is that directly controls where the ball goes. So, for example, in that case, it wasn't how her body was turned. It wasn't where she was looking that dictated where the ball went. It was the angle of her paddle at the moment of contact. And it's really important that players understand that, and it's really important that coaches understand that. What exactly controls where the ball ends up?
Well, there's certainly been a shift in momentum here. I believe that Ansbury and McGuffin were up 1.72. And now they're down 7-8.
Some people on Facebook wondering whether or not the refs may have missed a couple of foot faults here tonight.
7-8-1.
Yeah, well, these are certified refs that are here, and they know that their primary responsibility is to watch that kitchen line. And tonight's referee for this match is Bill Plesha. He's out of Goodyear, Arizona. There are also all certified referees calling the lines. There are six line judges.
7-8-1. All eyes on championship court here as we have a tight one to decide gold. It's to 15, must win by 2.
That was a good read by Ty that time.
Oh,
Yeah, well, he's been burned twice before by Simone, and so now he's starting to see in that situation, she's looking for that risk, that misdirect, and he's there for it. But that's too good to put away from Yates.
Oh, yeah.
That was nicely played by Ty.
Yeah, nice float over Simone's left-hand shoulder. She wasn't sure if she should come down on that thing or let it fly and go out.
8-8, a reminder, this is a game to 15 for this tiebreaker game.
And so the serve will now head back over to Yates and Jardim.
Oh, yeah.
Put that one up too high. We talked about the height of the ball and how important it is earlier today in the broadcast, Mark.
Well, this is the thing. Lobs are incredibly risky. If you don't get just the right height, just the right speed on it to get the distance you need, that's what's going to happen. And so, you know, it's a little bit like gambling, right? We're here in Las Vegas. You have a little bit of success, and those are the moments you remember. You sort of forget the mistakes. And look there. As soon as Sarah hit that, she said to Tyson, "That's terrible."
Yeah, and that was a well-placed ball there by Sarah. She put a nice dink at the backhand and feet of Kyle. He was unable to bring it back.
That was an impressive shot. Makes it 10-8.
And someone's asking, April's asking, what do the hand signals mean? The hand signals really are letting your partner know what you're going to do, if you're going to stay on your position on your side of the court, or if you're going to move to the other side of the court. So that lets your partner know where they need to be covering.
Just caught inside the line.
Yeah,
There's going to be a
yeah.
timeout here, I think. But yeah, so it's when you're returning serve, the person at the net might give a hand signal whether they're going to cross after that return gets hit or not to confuse the serving team.
So 11-8 in favor of Yates and Jardim, and a game to 15 to decide gold. Back to Vegas in a moment. Well, a time lapse of Shepard Ferry, the street artist who designed one of the 3 murals that now adorn the Plaza Hotel and Casino and decorate the Las Vegas skyline. The murals were put up in unbelievably timely fashion, and they are fantastic to look at. Make a great backdrop here for this tournament in Las Vegas.
Yeah, they really do. I'd say, I've mentioned it before, and it took some great pictures. Just the red bleachers and the colorful mural just behind it. Turns out fantastic.
So 12-8-2, 3 points away from gold for Jardim and Yates.
So in this game so far, that is now the 10th unforced error for Ansbury and McGuffin to 8 unforced errors.
So
for Jardim
13,
and Yates.
yep, 13-8-2, or 13-8-2. And side out now, so this is a very important service, needless to say, for McGuffin and Ansbury.
Right, that we need to see them make a run here. And Sarah just got on her back foot and wasn't able to make that drop.
And McGuffin, this could be the last stand.
Wow.
Yeah,
So serve heading back over to Jardim and Yates. Man, that was impressive.
that was
Yeah,
quite
I mean,
the rally there.
The amount of defense here, and Ansbury had 3 or 4 backhands that she handled well. It's going to be match point here.
Well, one more point
I'm
and it
sorry,
will be match
sorry,
point.
sorry.
Oh, wow. What a get by Yates, and then 2, 3 now great gets by Simone. Oh, impressive, impressive.
Tyson's got to be a little bit frustrated at how many times he's got to hit the ball to put away those winners. Such great defense from Jardim and Yates. Ooh.
Oh, and that's going to go out.
So they break serve. They'll get a chance to try and climb back in it.
That was a great off speed there that Sarah put in.
9-13-1.
Dodged a bullet there. You see Ansbury laughing a little bit. She knows that they got away with one there. It's not too often that you give Yates or Jardim a ball that high and they don't put it away for a winner.
Yeah, I think she knows the importance of the timing of that as well.
And Simone hits it wide. So 10-13-1 as the gap is closing.
Getting interesting here.
Again, it is win by 2 up to 15. But you have to win by 2. And so now McGuffin will take over the serve. We mentioned earlier in the day, coming into Vegas, the last 54 events that Simone Jardim has been a participant in, and she's won 47 gold, 5 silver, and 2 bronze. So she's usually walking away with gold around her neck.
Yeah, She is, ever since she walked onto the scene in pickleball in 2016.
And now they will have a chance to serve it out.
Yeah, and that's the place where Simone puts the ball. She's been successful this entire match. Right through the middle, up high over her shoulder. Sarah's
Yates
shoulder.
long, however. So now it'll be second server.
So I'm looking to see a pretty aggressive backhand slice return here from McGuffin, seeing if they can make Yates a little too aggressive. And there
Hits
you go.
it out. So now we have match points for the pro mixed doubles here in Las Vegas, the inaugural Las Vegas Pickleball Open.
They're going to have to stop the point. I don't
And
think
there
so.
it is.
No, they're not going to. No, Kyle hit the net. Yeah, that's going to be Ansbury and McGuffin's. Yeah, that's going to be Ansbury and McGuffin's point. Kyle attempted his Ernie.
And Simone and the officials looking over here. Take another look.
Yeah, he's going to need to appeal to one of his
When
other
you attempt an
referees.
Ernie, you're allowed to cross the net if you touch the ball, which she did. What you're not allowed to do is to touch the net. And Yates touched the foot of the net. You could see the weight came flying right off of it. That for sure is going to be a fault. The referee seemed a little bit unclear what was happening, so it allowed the point to continue. But clearly, and what's interesting about this is, yeah, if this was so you can see him trip on it there. If this
Yeah.
is a permanent net that doesn't have those legs at the side, those wouldn't have been there.
And there was a question about what flew off the net. It's an actual weight that's sitting on the net.
So they do rule it a fault.
10-14.
And now the serve changes sides. So still a chance here for Ansbury and McGuffin.
We have a score of 10-14-1.
10-14-1. Ansbury and McGuffin trying to stay in this match.
Oh, great shot by Kyle Yates.
It was a really, really nice shot.
Yeah, we've seen a couple misdirects earlier in this game by Jardim, and there was a misdirect by Yates.
People asking on the Facebook live stream, Mark, why was the point not stopped when that fault happened?
It's tough to say. I'm not sure if the referee didn't see that Kyle hit it. I mean, from here in the booth, we could hear him hit the post. We could see the weight come off. I'm not sure. Sometimes what referees will do is they'll let the point continue, and then, like they did here, if there's any sort of dispute that needs to be worked out, they'll sort it out afterwards.
11-14-2, but now the side out and the serve and match point and championship point.
14-11-1.
And
There.
McGuffin puts it away, so we're not finished yet. Second
yet.
serve coming up. It'll be Yates trying to serve for the championship.
Is that backhand?
Oh,
Wow. So
yeah,
again, Sarah
another
played a
hole.
solid backhand. That's kind of been the, her team has sort of lived and died based on how well she can handle those faster balls at her backhand. And she did a really good job of it there, staying in the point. It's a side out.
Yates and Ansbury hanging in, but they need a rally and they need it now. Excuse me, Yates and McGuffin hanging in. I think I said Yates and Ansbury.
And it's
And I meant to say McGuffin
McGuffin
and
and
Ansbury.
Ansbury,
Ansbury.
that's right.
It's been a long day here in Vegas.
Hey, at least you know it's Saturday. Oh, he had a
So
tough
off the
net
top of the
break.
net, you see Jardim put up her hand, apologize. Look, she wants to win the point, she wants to win the medal, she wants to win the money, but she wants to do it in a way that she considers is fair. And when you hit a ball hard, so close, and it clips off the net, so tough. Match point.
Jardim serving for the championship again.
And there it is.
There's another one off the net.
And Yates and Jardim, it took a long way through the opportunity bracket, but they strike gold here in Las Vegas, Nevada. The championship point, and they are your 2018 Mixed Doubles Pro Champions here at the inaugural Las Vegas Pickleball Open. What a day, what a weekend it has been here in Las Vegas. We will hear from the winners and have the presentation after this timeout. Stay with us on our live stream. Back here at the Plaza Hotel and Casino in Las Vegas, Nevada. What a week, what a weekend, what a final match in the Mixed Doubles Pro Division gold medal match. They needed an extra game to decide it, and in the end, it was fantastic. Jardim and Yates taking gold, but first, before we make the presentation to the gold medal winners, let's present the silver medal winners with their hardware. And Sarah, it really was interesting that final match. It seemed like they came out like gangbusters in the first couple of games, and then when you got to the tiebreaker, you guys did find a little bit of energy. In the end, though, they were just too much to handle.
They played really well, but I think that we played better earlier. I think that's a huge difference when we don't come out playing our game. That's just what it is, and it's tough. But they did a good job playing their game and using the wind to their advantage and using to the court. Honestly, that was a tougher part for us. But I think the biggest difference is we didn't get to our strategy. We didn't do what we talked about until that game to 15. So it's kind of hard when you can't execute what you want, plain and simple. So it happens.
Ty, we were wondering whether or not the break might have affected you guys. They had to exert more effort to get to this point, but the fact that they had just played on this court, they were familiar with the conditions, did that factor into things?
As much as I want to say that, I think Cal and Simone played pretty stinking good, so kudos to them. Kind of like what Sarah said, we didn't follow the formula. I think that's what it comes down to, but Cal and Simone played better today, so.
All right, well, congratulations on winning a silver, and Grant Garcia, the tournament director, here to make the presentation. All right, fantastic tournament by Sarah Ansberry and Ty McGuffin. And with that, Jonathan Jossel making the financial presentation. Guys, thanks a lot, and we'll see you down the road, probably here in Vegas next year. With that, let's bring in Kyle Yates and Simone Jardim. Get a picture here. All right, Kyle and Simone can come in. And I got to ask you, are you guys tired? Because it's been a long week. And
It's Vegas. It's Saturday night. What do you think we're gonna do?
I think you're going to go celebrate a gold. You're going to go to sleep.
No, we're gonna go to sleep. No,
Yeah.
not really. He's not. Look at him.
Was the fact that you guys had to come through the opportunity bracket and you had just played 3 games on this court and you had the momentum after that bronze medal match and you knew the conditions on the court, do you think that favored you guys in this gold medal match?
It definitely helped. I mean, that was evident with the first game or two. Once the kind of game of 15 kicked in, I think they were well warmed up, and then it turned into the match we expected. But yeah, playing and having a tough 3 game, we're not really tired. At least I'm not. I don't know how she's feeling, but I think it got us going a little bit. Our blood's flowing and we're playing better. So I think that helped get us off to a good start for sure.
Did the wind conditions take away some of the finesse game and you had to go more to a power game?
No, I really think that a lot had to do with the strategy. Like earlier, we were dinking a lot more and we were playing softer and we lost. So we were like, okay, we're not going to lose. Well, we don't want to lose, so why not change the strategy, try to win? And that's what we ended up doing. So,
Kyle, I got to ask you, I know you're extremely decorated yourself on the pickleball circuit, but what's it like to play with Simone, who now, the last 56 events that she's been in, counting this weekend here in Las Vegas, she's won 49 gold medals. I mean, that's mind-blowing.
Is that it? Is that all she's won? No, it's amazing. I mean, she's been such a good friend of mine and such a good close family friend. Being back in Florida, and it's really nice to be able to play with her. And in my opinion, she's the best woman out there, so I wouldn't pick anyone else.
Final thoughts from you guys on the week of Las Vegas. How excited are you to have this tournament now on the schedule? How much are you looking forward to coming back next year?
I sure hope that it's a part of the calendar because my kids have had a blast here. That swimming pool over there has been amazing. You can see them dancing around. So it's been great because it's it becomes a family event for us. So we're looking forward to it.
All right, guys, congratulations and celebrate. Let's bring in Grant again. He's got the medals. Grant Garcia, the tournament director. And then Jonathan Jossel right behind him, who is the CEO of the Plaza Hotel and Casino, has the prize winnings.
You've got all my money, man. You won every tournament. It's unbelievable.
Sure I gotta go spend it.
He's a winner.
I'm sure that you got all the people's money here.
Hey, Jonathan, let's get you in here really quick before we get a photo. I just want to get thoughts from you as the CEO of the Plaza Hotel and Casino. Everybody has raved about how well this tournament has been received, about how everyone's been treated, how much they've liked being here. Would you consider this week a success?
Huge success. Unbelievable, and obviously congratulations to Grant and all of the people here that helped put this on, all of you for being here and the players for doing a great job. So huge success, and can't wait to come back next year.
All right, well, thanks for having us.
Thank
I
you.
appreciate it,
Thank
Jonathan.
you.
And Grant, thank you to you as well. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
And any final words?
Thank you guys. Thanks for showing up. Amazing venue. Look forward to seeing you guys next year and you guys defending your title.
All right. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in on our live stream. Thanks to everybody who attended here in Las Vegas. Make sure you are here next year for the second Las Vegas Pickleball Open in 2019. For Melissa McCurley, Mark Renison, and everybody who helped bring this broadcast and this tournament your way from Las Vegas, Nevada, I'm Dave Benn saying so long. We'll see you next year right here from Sin City in Vegas.